I'm back with another video on featuring Shaquille, and today I have a special guest for you guys. Very special guest for you guys, Mr. Barrett.
Hi guys, my name is Chris. I'm Shaquille's boyfriend and father of her two kids, Aubrey and Riley.
That was good, Chris. Good job. Okay, so what we are doing today is we're going to tell you guys the story of how we met and pretty much how we're here, where we are right now. I'm doing this video because a lot of people don't know Chris, because Chris is real quiet. He's to himself. He's not very social, and I love that about him. And we barely post each other on social media, which it hasn't, right now it's not an issue with that. In the past, and there was some insecurities going on my end about him not posting me on social media. Whatever like that. I was reading too much into them memes about if he not posting you, then he hiding you from somebody else. He trying to protect somebody else's feelings. So right now I'm 27. I'm over that. I guess I focus more now on if whatever's, going on in the dark is gonna come to the light. But luckily we haven't had any issues. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing today. We're just going to talk about like how we met. We have been together for almost 9 years, and we will make 9 years in June. Chris, do you know what day?
June 23rd.
Okay. What year?
2011.
Okay. He was going to get in trouble if he didn't know that. So, Chris, tell them a little bit. Okay, this is another reason why I want to do this video, because me and him happen to have like two different stories about how we met. So
it's not about how we met, it's about who was choosing who.
Okay, so tell your version first.
So me and my cousin CA, I don't know how we ended up in Centerville at a trail ride, but we was there. We was just chilling, minding our own business, walking in to the trail ride, right? It was like a little walkway, long walkway.
Yeah, it's like a dirt road.
Yeah, it was a dirt road. So we walking, and we see three girls, and I see a girl, I think she's on a red shirt and some black tights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she was choosing out the gate, but I ain't paying no mind, so. And then we just walking around the trail ride, and she kept popping up. Everywhere I was at, she was popping up beside me, and I overheard one of her friends say something, I can't remember what she said, but next thing I know, she's approaching me with this little slide up Nokia phone.
Don't do that. I still got your number though.
You did. You got it.
So don't do me.
Yeah, but she was stalking me like pretty much the whole trail ride. Right?
No. Okay, so he got most of the story right. So we was coming in. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all how I ended up at the trail ride. That was my first trail ride because I was just like, ew, trail ride's not my thing. I didn't want to be around horses, all that. But it was one of my best friend's birthday, B, and we didn't have nothing else to do for her birthday. She turned 18. Yeah, we have nothing else to do for her birthday, so we all just drove to Centerville from Crockett, which is probably like 20-something miles, I think. We drove to Centerville, popped up at this trail ride. Like he said, we was all walking down a dirt road together. And it was like a horse coming down the road. And I heard somebody say, watch out. And it was Chris. And so we got out the way. So we was like, okay, thank y'all. But we ended up all going in the gate. We kept popping up in each other, like, vicinity. I think I said that word right. We kept popping up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say this because I ain't gonna lie. I did notice him and I was like, oh, he kind of cute, Ooh, who is this? And then also what attracted me to him too was Like, it was just dudes just coming in my face all night. Like, I probably got like 10 numbers that night. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yes, it was like dudes just coming in my face, and then after they would leave my face, I would see them in another girl's face, and I'm just like, which I didn't pay them any mind anyway, but I was just like, But Chris wasn't in no girl face. He was just chilling, and I was like, he chilling. I like that. So I think when he said he heard one of my friends, I think it was April, because I had told him, I was like, y'all, he cute, and you know, And I think we was getting ready to go, and they was like, Shaquille, if you don't go get his number, I'm finna go get it for you, you know? Like, and I was like, no. I was like, no, because I knew if April and B would have approached him, they would have said something embarrassing. So I had sucked it up. I was so nervous, because that was my first time approaching a boy and getting his number. Usually the boys like come to me and get my number or whatever. So I was like nervous. And then Chris is like, what you about, 6'2"?
Yeah, something like that.
Chris 6'2", and then I'm like 5'4", maybe 5'5".
I thought you told me you was 5'5".
I'm a good 5'4", 5'5", somewhere in the area. So I'm like looking up to him, and I'm like, hey, you 18? And I think, I asked him something. I think I asked you, was you 18? Because you look young.
I think you did say that.
Yeah. And he was like, no, I'm 22. And I was like, oh, okay. And it got quiet. It got awkward.
Like, do you date 18-year-olds?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I was like, do you date 18-year-olds? And he was just like, he was like, I guess, I don't know. And I was like, oh, okay. It kept getting, I just remember it kept getting quiet and awkward. I think we both didn't know what to say to each other. And then I was just like, well, can I get your number? And he was like, yeah, I guess. Like, so I gave him my little phone. It was a little slider phone, you know. And he put his number in it. But then I was just so nervous. April them, I think they cheered me on after I got his number. And I was so nervous that the next day, I don't even know if I got his name. No, I didn't give you my name.
We didn't say
No. It was so awkward. I think we both were shy.
So when we text each other, what we do?
I was like, hey. Oh, this is another thing too. So I texted him first, of course, because I got his number. I texted him the next day, and I was like, hey, it's the girl with the red shirt and the black tights. And he was like, who? And I was like, the girl from last night. And he was like, basically, Chris tried to play like he didn't remember me. He said something like I don't know who. He said something, and I said, oh, never mind. And I like stopped texting him, because I'm like, oh, he's trying to front. He must didn't like me, because he trying to act like he don't know me. Chris, yes, you did. I was like, he trying to act like he don't know me. So I was like, oh, never mind. And I stopped texting him, because, you know, I'm not finna beg nobody. So then all of a sudden, he just all of a sudden remember me. And I'm thinking like, dude, you only...
Did you text me the next day?
Yes, I texted you that next day. No, it was that next day I texted you. I was being real thirsty. I text you, and you act like you didn't know me.
Like it was hard to get, but you was being thirsty though.
Because you tried to act like you didn't remember me.
So you just flipped the switch, huh?
Yep.
I hear you.
Yeah, try to act like you didn't know me. That still be pissing me off to this day. Like, you only got one number. Well, only one person got your number that night, because I watched. So how you not gonna remember? I wasn't stalking you, but I saw something that I liked, and you obviously did too. Okay, so anyway, here we are now, 9 years later now since we met April the 2nd. So
what now?
How did we get this far?
I think like, what was it? We met in April. We became official in June.
Yes, he wanted.
And then
He asked me, like, he first asked me to be his girlfriend, and I was like, no, I don't want to be your girlfriend. I was like, no, it wasn't no hard feelings. I was just like, no, because I'm gonna go off to college in August, so I wasn't trying to be like locked down. But he kept asking and stuff like that, and so I was just like, okay, we'll see. Okay, so
knowing you wanted to the whole time.
No, I didn't. I wasn't trying to be tied down while I was going to college. Because in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna meet my husband in college, and I was just like, you was just somebody that can get me through the summer. My stomach growling. Oh, my bad. Okay, so how do we get this far?
Well, like I was saying, you left and went to school in August, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I do? I gave you like a ring or something.
Yeah, he
I gave you a ring. Like in August, I'm gonna say.
No, it was September.
Nah, I didn't see.
Yes, it was. It was September because I had came back home for homecoming. Because I had to give the crown away to the next homecoming queen, and it was that same night. Yeah, so Chris gave me a ring. I think what would you say? Was it what did you classify that ring as?
I don't know. I guess a promise ring or something.
Okay. I think he tried to like propose.
We're gonna upgrade our finger to something else different sooner or later.
Y'all be on the lookout for that. I am too. Yeah, so I guess he gave me a promise ring. I still have that ring.
You do?
Yeah, I still have it.
Where is it?
In my jewelry box. See? Don't try to do me. So yeah, he gave me a ring or whatever like that. But we had our ups and downs and stuff like that, of course. Chris survived me going to college twice. The first, at UNT, of course, we didn't live together, anything like that. I did get pregnant my last year of college. I ended up finishing, and then that's when he moved to Louisville. So we started living together like in 2015. Yeah, we started living together in 2015.
Like late 2015?
Yeah, it was like August. No, it was like August.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, we signed like the lease together. But you was still working like out of town, so I was just.
I was working.
Yes, you was. Yeah, you was with the girl.
Well, I didn't quit till Aubrey was born.
I think so.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. So now here we are.
You gonna tell them about demands you made?
What demands?
When you was pregnant with Aubrey, when we first moved in, how you demanded me to buy you a bed and all this other stuff, and you threatened me if I ain't get no bed, what you was gonna do?
Oh yeah, so we went through our struggle period, and like we were struggling bad. Cause I mean, I was still in school. I was in my last semester doing my internship. I couldn't work. I was very pregnant. I had Aubrey doing midterms. So you in college, that's like it's the middle of the semester. So due to my internship being full-time, I couldn't work, so money was tight. Chris was back and forth with work and stuff like that, and his job was like very demanding, so he was there all the time. I was in Louisville by myself, pregnant. And when we first got into the apartment, like we didn't have anything. Like we had to start over, and everybody knows like when you live in like college apartments, they already provide like the furniture in the apartment, like the couch, the bed and stuff like that. When we first moved in our apartment, we didn't have anything. And so I was on this air mattress for like, I think I slept on the air mattress for like a week, maybe. Was it a week? How long was it?
Probably a week.
Yeah, I slept on the air mattress for a week, and I was big and pregnant, and I was just like, look, dude, give me a bed like ASAP. And I had to put my foot down because I was pregnant. So Chris went out, he bought me a bed, he bought me a couch all at the same time. Like, he made it happen for me. So, yeah. He spoiled me sometimes.
All the time.
No, you don't.
All the time. Now I got 2 extra girls to spoil, so it's even harder to spoil you.
I know. They get all the attention. So we've been living in Arlington since 2016. And so this is, of course, currently where we reside. We are still raising our girls together. They are, how would you describe the kids?
2 different personalities for sure. Aubrey is more like outgoing and adventurous, I want to say.
Our drama queen.
Riley. I don't know what to say about Riley. She just...
Riley is
wherever
you.
Mama want to be, that's where she at. Yeah, she laid back and...
Yeah, Riley is like you. And I feel like Aubrey is more like my personality. I guess that's the end of everything. Y'all kind of got like a little back story on me and Chris. Oh yeah, Chris is from Palestine.
I think everybody know that pretty much.
Well, just in case they didn't know. Chris from Palestine. Palestine is like 35 miles from Crockett. And, oh, this is another thing, y'all. So, I lived with my grandma when I was in high school and stuff. So, I had asked her one day, I was like, hey, can my friend come up here? And they was like, what kind of friend? And I was like, he's a boy, you know, his name is Chris, and you know, and they was like, yeah, that's fine. So Chris came up to my grandma's house, and I guess my people knew he was there, so they was just like, well, we're not gonna come out the room. So they never came out the room the first time, my grandma and my papa. So the second time he came, my grandma was headed to the kitchen, and she was like, Barry? Barry? Is that you? And he looked, he was like, oh, hey, Miss Irvin. And so, come to find out, like, they was working, y'all was still working together at that time, right?
Yeah, sure.
They were still working together.
And she was showing pictures of you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, my grandma used to show him pictures of me at work. You never didn't, like, put it together? Mm-hmm. You must have been paying attention to the picture.
Not really. It was like your, I want to say
was it homecoming?
Might be homecoming or something. I don't know what picture it was, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. He told me about that. He was like, your grandma used to show me pictures of you at work. She used to, like, brag on you and stuff to the coworkers. And, we just pretty much never put it together, but it's crazy because my grandma knew him before I even knew him. Y'all had worked together for a few years, maybe, like
2 years.
Like 2 years before I met him. So that was kind of crazy. I was like, oh, small world. So yeah, that is pretty much our backstory. It's not easy making it to almost 9 years in a relationship with the same person. Before we go, Chris, name 2 things you think that got us this far.
First thing is probably like trust. I want to say trust because we did like a long distance thing for like how many years? 5, 6, maybe 6 years.
Yeah.
So
maybe not about 5. We probably did like long. No.
Maybe longer than that.
Yeah.
So it gotta be trust, I guess. So if you be with somebody in a long distance relationship like that, it gotta be some kind of trust. Mm-hmm. And the second thing, I guess love.
Oh, that was so sweet.
You know, you make it work.
That was sweet. Yeah, I would agree.
Nah, I get your own too.
No, I'm gonna say my own too. I can't say like communication because we still working on that. Like we even have disagreements like about certain things with the girls. He hates when I baby them sometimes.
When you baby Riley, because she's the worst.
He hate that, but I can't help it. I would say 2 things that got us this far was, I think think me and him like compliment each other well. Like we push each other in a sense. He don't. If I'm slacking, even though I don't want to hear it, like he will tell me. And then I feel like we both have goals and we both want to get to a certain place in life, and so we compliment each other in that way. Did that make sense? Because I feel like I was kind of...
Makes sense.
I feel like we compliment each other well. Like he's more laid back, and then I can be laid back sometimes depending on who I'm around, but he gives me like room to be myself and sometimes be a little extra and dramatic. I think this one of the biggest things. He's patient with me. He's very patient with me. Very.
Yes, I am.
Yep, he's very patient with me. And I think we kind of have like the same values on things. We not
what?
We don't like us certain things. I don't know. But yeah, so we're still working. I will be getting a ring soon. Ain't that what he's... Did you say that?
I said it.
So y'all be on the lookout for that, because I am ready, baby. Yes. What's my last name gonna be?
Barrett.
Miss Barrett. Yes. So, oh yeah, Miss B. Miss B, Queen B. So, that boy, you got me grinning. So I'm gonna start introducing myself as, hi guys, it's Miss Barrett. That sounds good, don't it? You like that, Chris?
Real good.
He love hyping me up.
The only Daniels in the house.
I am. I'm the only Daniel in the house. Everybody else is Barrett's. Yeah. But you know what though? I do get in my feelings sometimes about like not having a ring yet, because we're almost close to 9 years. But then I feel like it's gonna be worth the wait. Chris is like really flashy sometimes, so I feel like it's worth the wait. So, any last words, Mr. Barrett?
I'm just glad to be a guest on my girl YouTube channel. So y'all probably won't see me too much, but y'all just go follow, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already.
I already taught you that.
Nah. You know I ain't new to this.
Okay, so y'all heard him. If you want to see more of me, more of my family, hit the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel featuring Shaquille. And if you have any questions for me, any comments, please drop them in the comment section. If you have any suggestions about what type of videos you want to see, go ahead and let me know. I got you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week.